Hey guys, Mr. Nelson here, and today we're going to be talking about tools. Today's tools, we're talking about circular saws. And two saws that I have are two very different saws. One, I have the old school, the warm drive skill saw. Then I have the newer cordless Makita 36 volt saw right here. All right. Now, both are really good saws. I mean, really good saws. They get the job done. They both cut really, really good. But there are some big differences, okay? Let's check them out. So, this one right here. This saw, I've had it for a really long time. Probably I've had it for over 25 years. And the guy that gave it to me, gosh, he probably had it for about 15 years. So this saw is pretty old and it's still going strong. It's done a lot of work. But here's some problems with it, all right? One problem, all right, and it's not really a problem, but it's pretty heavy, all right? They call this a warm drive saw. Now, one nice thing about it is you can cut a lot of things. It has a lot of power. So when you're doing a job and you have a lot of cuts to make, this is a really good saw to have, okay? The problem is this right here. It has a cord, okay? So you have to have a long extension cord always with you. And like I said, this thing, it is not light, it's heavy. It's made out of aluminum, all the metal's aluminum, and aluminum is light, but it does get heavy, all right? So, lugging that thing around all day at a job site can be pretty tricky, okay? Now, there's this saw right here, all right? I got this one last year, and I really like it. This one is about 3 to 4 pounds lighter. It's lightweight. This is Makita's back handle 36 volt circular saw. All right, this one I really like. Okay, it has a lot of features that I like about it. One thing that's different, besides being cordless, is that it's a lot lighter. So if I had to make a lot of cuts with it, I'm not gonna get tired of using it, all right? My wrist isn't gonna get tired. Sometimes when you turn this saw on, all right, you feel a little jerk in the wrist and whatnot. This one, okay, it's really a lot smoother. You don't feel that torque or that jerk in the wrist, so that kind of makes it nicer. Another thing I like about this, when you turn it on, you let go, it has that saw stop to it, the blade stop. This one, not so much, all right? The blade just keeps on spinning, all right? That's kind of a little safety feature that this one has, whereas the old one doesn't, okay? Now, they both have the blade guards, all right? Which is an important feature that both have. And I do like them both, that they both have that. All right. I would say this one probably still is a little bit safer because it has that blade stop to it. So that makes it nicer. All right. So those are some of the kind of the features with that. Now, again, this one has the big cord. All right. This one has the two 18-volt batteries. So it's 36 volts. How this works, the batteries has a button that releases. They slide on and off like so. Alright, it's pretty easy, and they say, depending on how many cuts you're making, how fast you're making the cuts and whatnot, they say you could have well over 200 cross cuts with this. Now, cross cutting means you're cutting across the grain of the wood on a board, so that's a lot of cuts before the batteries start getting weak. When the batteries are fully drained on the Makita, it takes about 30 minutes for them to get fully charged. That's really fast. really fast. So if you're doing small projects around your house or whatnot, that can work out fine. Now, if you were doing like bigger projects, say you had your own like little business or something like that, or say you were building decks, or you were a contractor and you were taking it out on the job site, you would want to have probably another set of these batteries so you can kind of rotate them in and keep it fully charged and keep it going constantly. So you wouldn't have to have that downtime where you're waiting and having it charged and whatnot. Everything else is pretty much the same. They both can adjust the depth of your cuts. They both have the bevel where you can adjust the table to change the angle of your cuts and whatnot. So, I mean, it's just kind of what you prefer, you know? Like I said though, I really like how the weight of this compared to using this right here, all right? Now, let's see how they cut, all right? I'm gonna go with the warm drive skill saw first. I have my board right here. I'm gonna be cross cutting and see how long it takes. All right. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and cut with the Makita. Alright, so one thing I will say with the warm drive, I felt like the warm drive had a little bit more power as far as cutting the wood. But that kind of goes without saying. The warm drive should have a little bit more power. It has a little more amperage, being that it's plugged in this electric. But for the most part, the Makita did fine. So I would have to say, if you were a contractor and you were on a job site doing a lot of cuts and whatnot, you would probably want to go with something that had a little more power, all right? Even though it is a little heavier. But if you had something that you were just doing smaller projects, kind of doing your own thing, this Makita would be great for you, for what you want to do and whatnot, okay? So, that's it for today. There will be some questions. Look for the PDF file after this. There's going to be about 3 questions. Hope you paid attention. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.